I make videos around my experience at IIT Kharagpur. Past 6 months, I made vlogs like going back to IIT Kharagpur. I've shared my opinion on the Netflix documentary about IIT Kharagpur. I've shared my first year experience at IIT Kharagpur. I've shown you my results in online semester at IIT Kharagpur. IIT Kharagpur, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Kharagpur. But what after IIT Kharagpur? I don't know. But today we have Lavika from IIT Roorkee to tell her story of what she did after IIT. So Lavika graduated from IIT Roorkee in the year 2015 and then she got an offer from Capital One as a business analyst in the campus placements. After working there for 5 years, she left the company to start up Akudo. Damn, isn't that amazing? But what does a startup do? I don't know. Let's ask her.
So I would like to say that you are living the dream of this 16-year-old student in India. Not all of them, but most of them. Like, cracking JEE and then a campus placement at Capital One and then working there for some years and then leaving the job and starting your own company, it's awesome. So
there are around 10 questions that I asked Lavika, which I thought would be useful for JEE or NEET aspirants, college students sitting for placements and internships, and a few questions on how she started the startup.
So there's one tip that you want to give to JEE aspirants, like who are going to give exam in 15 days. What would that be?
The JEE is in 15 days, right? As you've done all the preparation, like you know what you know. Now, as you're calm, things will come back. You will be able to recollect those things and put it in the paper. So just be calm. Like the more calm you are during your JEE exam while you're writing it, trust me, the better you will perform.
So there's nothing like this 15-day strategy to crack JEE and all, right?
I'm sorry, there's no 15 days strategy to crack JEE.
Got it. Okay, and
in your journey till now, how did you being an IITian help you?
The most important thing that an IIT does to you is change you as a person in terms of your perspectives. It gives you so much more exposure to different kinds of people, to different kinds of opportunities. And those are the things that help, not just in the placements after college, but throughout your life. Like if I had the courage to do a startup 6 years after I left college, that's also because how IIT molded me.
And what about external opportunities?
External opportunities, there are definitely a lot more opportunities that you get because of the brand value and the tag value of the IIT. For example, even placements. A lot of companies are looking for people from IIT, and the reason for that is also because IIT molds you into this kind of a person who can be very creative, very agile at problem solving.
Got it. That's an interesting answer.
So how much do you think does an internship at a good company matter in the long term?
And this is true for both internships and placements. A lot of hype around getting a good internship or getting a good placement is driven by FOMO. Like I did not have good internships, for example. I did internships in a completely different sector than my placement sector. Like I did it in my core. And then I went on to become a business analyst. And those are two completely different things. If your friends end up being at a good internship in a good company, they'll just be more confident because they've done it once. And that will create a lot of difference during placements.
Okay, got it. Nice. So you had this perfect placement, right? You were working in Capital One. So why did you want to suddenly start a company, leave the job and everything?
For a lot of startups, their stories have been like people have been looking to do a startup and things like that. For me, it was not the case. Like I never thought I was a startup person or I would be pursuing a startup, ki 5 saal baad startup karna and things like that. Like that was not the plan or anything. It just so happened that I was working on a different project altogether where we just realized consumers today need tidbits of information when they are dealing with a product, especially a financial product. And based on that realization, we realized that there is no financial product in the country where it's transparent. Even if it became transparent, nobody's teaching people about finances or how to manage money. Which is why you see only a very small population of the country actually invests, because people don't know what investments is or people don't know what investments can do. You just hear that line, mutual funds risky hai on the TV.
Right.
Nobody tells you how to de-risk yourself, how to hedge your risk and how to invest better. So this is where the idea of Akudo came into being, and then I thought, why not do it?
Okay, so as the topic of Akudo came right now, like what is Akudo actually? What does the company do?
So the vision of Akudo is that we want to have a learning first bank for teenagers, because that is where you start managing money, that's where you start dealing with your finances. So why not study them at the same time? So that's the vision of Akudo. The way we have manifested it in the product is that the teenagers handle their money independently. They get their own prepaid debit card that they can use, so that they have that practice of, spending, saving. We have a separate savings partition in the app, which we made super easy and very lifelike. So, for example, whenever you are spending, there's always some change left. You come back, you put it somewhere in a piggy bank, or you put it on the table, and then you have all of that change collected with you. So we have a change bag feature, we have an auto save feature, and whatever money you are saving, you cannot directly spend it from the card. So that helps you differentiate between needs versus wants. You can prioritize it, you can budget it, you can set your goals.
And is it only for teenagers who are under 18, or can even 18 plus users use it?
So currently it's for teenagers only. We will eventually expand into the college market, and then I'll keep you posted.
Sure. So you have this debit cards for teenagers, right? Do teenagers get a physical debit card which they can use?
They do get a physical debit card. We deliver it to their doorstep. They can order it from the app anytime. And it's completely optional. If you don't want to do it, you don't do it. You keep on using, your in-app card to do online purchases. Currently there's COVID, so not a lot of teenagers are going out. So we haven't kept it mandatory at all.
Okay, got it. And I have a doubt out here. So there's something called as this bank accounts for minors, right? Where minors get a bank account under their parents.
Yes.
So how is this one different from Akudo?
So I think it's the same thing, right? For example, when I was a teenager, I also had a bank account with my mom, but it never felt like my bank account. It always felt like my mom was saving up for my retirement. Even till date, I don't know what money is in.
Exactly, and especially for the students who are preparing for these competitive exams like NEET or IIT JEE, people start preparing very early on, like some start at 8th, 9th, 10th, and they wouldn't have so much time to learn this investing and everything.
When I started my job, I had a friend from college itself, IIT Roorkee, and he joined Flipkart. He didn't know that he had to pay the full amount due on the credit card bill, because credit card was handed over by Flipkart. Right. So he kept on paying the minimum amount due for the longest time, and the interest kept on accruing on the card. So even those small tiny things, tiny pieces of information are, I think, currently not propagated in a good way.
What is the onboarding process of the app?
So it's super simple. Download the app, sign up as a teenager, because that's who you are, and then as you sign up, the first thing you will see on the app is to request your parents for something that's called KYC, which is Know Your Customer, which is a requirement for all financial institutions. So under 18 folks cannot do KYC on their own. So there is this one requirement that KYC needs to be completed by the parent. Once you do that, an SMS will go out to your parent. They can download the app, they can log in, they can select a phone number, they can put in their details, basic details. It's a 2-minute process and it's done. The card is issued to you. That's it.
Got it.
So that was it, guys. That's all for this video. I know I don't make this podcast kind of videos much, but I thought it would be inspiring to see someone doing really great in life after graduating from an IIT. And even JEE aspirants be like IIT, but they wouldn't know much about the opportunities that IITians get, right? So this video is more like a candle in the darkness. Also, go download the Akudo app from the Play Store. I'll leave the link in the description. Give as many 5-star ratings as possible, because if we don't support, who will support the fellow IITians? Huh?
Microphone check, make it a microphone check. Give it a microphone, I make it a microphone dead. Don't step to me, newbie, I could truly be moody. I could have played the fucking Grinch in the movies. I've been a part-time shadow cat, part-time. That is not a guy that I would ever want to try.